Welcome to Oops All Segments, the very best podcast hitting your eardrums at this very moment. I'm Kevin.
I'm Thomas. Today we're here with special guest, all the way from the north of England. It is Sarah-Lou Young. Welcome, Sarah-Lou.
Thank you very much for having me in the rainiest city in the world.
Really? Is that true?
Yeah.
You're
I think
number
it's
one?
I think it's about 90% rain, I think, in Manchester.
Whoa.
And I married a Mancunian. And before we moved here, I
Whoa.
said, it's rainy there. He went, no. It rains at night. It doesn't. It rains all the time.
Yeah.
I gotta say, on a few episodes now, we've been talking about. We've had a few folks from the UK on the show. We had Paul on a few episodes ago, and yeah, and yeah.
Really
course,
big get
right.
for us, honestly, getting him.
Yeah.
I mean, he was a little shy at first, but he came out of his shell. By the end, it felt like he was interviewing us. Like he took such an interest in our lives. It was pretty beautiful. So yeah.
He kept calling me Ringo.
Yeah, he did call you Ringo. He called me Thomas, which is my name, but yeah, he seemed to be having some kind of episode with you. Anyway, Kevin, go on.
But no, folks who come on from the UK will talk about. I'm impressed at the. There's definitely a proper word for this, but whatever when you come from a city and there's a name for that, like in Winnipeg, we would call ourselves Winnipeggers, which is awful, right?
Yeah, not ideal.
No, or like if you were like
there's a Winnipeg restaurant that smells. Chicagoan.
Yeah.
There's a Winnipeg restaurant that calls their burgers nips because of the middle of the word Winnipeg is nip, which is a pretty weird thing to say. Like, I'd like a big nip, please. But I've ordered it many times. Anyway,
But also misleading because we have nips and tatties in Scotland.
Yeah, exactly.
Parsnips.
Right.
So yeah,
and those both sound like breasts, obviously. So there's all sorts of foods that
I think all foods in a way are back to the original food, right? Which is but anyhow,
primordial food from which we all emerge.
We are never going to let you get to the end of your sentence. You know, this is what the whole podcast will be.
Yeah, it'll be me trying.
Kevin is trying to say that he's surprised that there's special words like Mancunian and Liverpudlian.
Liver. Exactly. Thank you, T. That's what I find. There's such like Liverpool, kind of a shitty name for a place, right? Like. It's not a bad place, but like Liverpool, like a pool of liver. What are we doing?
Yeah,
right.
I have to tread very carefully because there is a long-standing rivalry between Manchester and Liverpool. So I have to be I must not say anything negative about Liverpool because people will come to blows, and it's not just the football. But so I have to remain like Switzerland. I cannot. Yeah.
But I just think Liverpudlian makes it sound like you're from some exotic place, like Mancunian. Like, what are we doing here? Like, this is not like these cities of they sound so elegant and anyway. I'm sorry to go on this what has now been a 3-minute tangent.
When there is a everlection in Manchester, do they say that's the Mancunian Candidate? And then
there it is.
There's something of a little activation code word that turns on the killer in that person's brain, and of course that could lead to some mishap and mayhem.
But Winnipeg sounds to me like a very sweet little old lady in a floral dress called Winnie.
Oh yeah. And in a way, she is. If she also had a parka.
I was going to say, it must be nice to be number one. I think Winnipeggers really hate that it's not the coldest city in the world. It's probably like one of the top 10 coldest cities in the world, but it's not quite number one. And it would be so nice to be the worst.
Yeah, like you're actually the rainiest city in the world. Sometimes we'll hit like a record low and we'll be the coldest place on the planet for like a moment, and that we take that with great pride and we talk about it a lot. But it's nice to just like have a title,
I mean, I don't know if that's real, but for the benefit of my life, it definitely feels like it's the rainiest place I've ever lived in. And I'm now being so English because we're known for talking about the weather, but we do. It's like an affliction.
Yeah, I mean, Yeah. I mean, the only thing Winnipeg's actually known for is being the murder capital of the world and being the Slurpee capital of the world.
Not the murder capital of the world.
Harold Shipman
Canada.
and,
Obviously,
Oh,
and
yeah.
the Hindleys.
Obviously, it's not the murder capital of the world. That's crazy.
American cities would make Winnipeggers shiver if they knew our murder rates. So
yeah. It's Canada, right?
Do you know about Shipman? Do you know about the doctor that killed all his patients?
No, but I'd love to visit him.
He literally lived down the road. And the Hindleys, who were terrible, terrible murderers of children, they lived here, but they practiced up north, and they still don't know where their bodies are buried. So,
oh my God.
Yeah, that's what drew us to the place, the culture.
You're like literally in that apartment, like the place you're staying in that house.
So I don't know, obviously, there's some cultural differences for us. Like the murder of children isn't really a laughing matter, but it's nice that to have you on to our comedy podcast, and just anything that you think is okay, it's fine. We want to keep an open mind and everything, but just remember where you are.
So offensive, right?
So Sarah-Lou, truly excited to have you here. What has been going on in your life? We like to start with a check-in. Is there anything of note recently that you'd like to talk about?
I have trying to learn to paint for a show that I have very foolishly signed up for. I can't paint at all. And I wish you could see that even my ring light is poised on an easel because everything's broken around me. Do you know who Bob Ross is? Yes. Yeah. So I'm making a new show called The Bob Ross Effect. And as well as, and I've got a lovely crochet beard. And but I've set myself the challenge to learn to paint for this show. And when I had the idea very drunkenly in a bar, it seemed like such a good idea. And now the reality is I actually have to learn to do this. So that's what I've been doing for the last week. I've been crying in front of an easil.
This is great.
Are you artistically inclined, visually? Are you a good can you draw? Are you good at
I mean, I remember my dreams. I'm visual in that sense.
Okay. So no, then. Yeah.
I guess that's a no. Yeah.
I'm a definite jack of all trades and master of none. So I've had to learn to sing in Russian for a show, and so if something needs doing, I'll learn how to do it and kind of busk my way through. Yeah. So ask me that in a year, but I can I'll have a go.
Okay. Yeah. I just feel like there's some there's a thing I found I'm not good at I always really liked art class in school, but when there was a breaking point somewhere in middle school where there were some kids who understood what the perception versus how to communicate that onto the 2D plane with a pencil and a paper, and there's some folks that simply did not thrive in that, and I was I never made it through. I never broke through there, whereas I feel like some folks did, and that's kind of what I feel like it's starting to mature as an artist. It's having that, or I feel like it would be really hard to take up. If you asked me to start doing a show where I had to learn how to paint, I would try, and I would fail miserably, but I certainly wouldn't conceive of it myself. And then put
you have a lot of artistic skills, but it's true that even though you are a graphic designer, that's your one area of absence is creating your own imagery. And I learned this from Jackbox, where it's whoa, the hell is that supposed to be?
Thanks, man. Thanks.
Yeah, it sucks.
Shit. Fuck you, by the way. That's good. T, what's new with you, man? Oh, sorry, Sarah.
No, I was just going to say, I'm a big believer if you're going to ask the audience to do something, you should be happy to do it yourself. So I'm inviting the audience to draw throughout the show. And if I can be the biggest idiot on the stage, if I mess up, it's fine, because then they'll go, oh my goodness, she was awful. Right. We'll do better than that. I exist to buffoon myself so that the audience can feel better about themselves.
Especially if they're doing it. That's awesome. That makes sense to me. You want to live through that experience with them. T, what do you have drawn up in your thoughts?
Nice little segue there.
That's good.
Kim just did a second read through of her musical last night, which was very fun. We had some different people come in and read it. We had made some edits, and I thought it went very well. It was great to hear some different kind of comedians bringing their takes on it. And we think maybe we will try to do some kind of a read through in Winnipeg over the holidays for the final draft. So at least people that are too scared to come to America due to our fascism can enjoy Kim's musical in person with us, which would be nice. So that was exciting.
Very cool.
What's the musical?
Did you guys use it? Yeah, go ahead, T.
Well, the musical is called Roller Town. The premise is it's sort of a Footloose mixed with Xanadu. So it's a town where everybody roller skates all the time, and it's extremely hazardous, and all the dance numbers involve much danger and falling, and we're going to hope the actors are covered in pillows and bubble wrap and like knee pads and stuff so that there can be a jackass sort of clown collapse element of the show. But then the story premise is kind of akin to a Simpsons episode where a very well-meaning mayor wants to take away roller skates because he realizes how dangerous it is, and the town bands together to stop him and preserve their horrible way of life. So that's kind of the premise, yes.
And you think how many musical theatre performers are out there who went through skate school for Starlight Express, who've never had an opportunity to repurpose that skill, and you're providing that for them.
Yeah.
Somebody has to.
Especially we want to cast people that are not confident at roller skating, because we think the worse that the people are at doing things in the roller skates.
If you didn't get into Starlight Express,
if
you got rejected from the audition, then this show's for you. Did you guys use a different group of folks to read through than you did on the first read through entirely?
We did pretty much entirely. One person stayed, but everyone else was new. And it was great to have some different voices and people that knew less about the play that seemed to respond to it. So it was very fun.
Yeah, that's always helpful. Yeah,
I mean, you're going to need a rotation of cast members to deal with the injuries. So
yeah, you're sort of entering a turn off the dark kind of scenario here, where you'll sort of be burning through talent. Yeah,
exactly.
You'll need a deep bench. Yeah,
we need people that do not value their physical health or safety. And fortunately, we know a lot of them. Kevin, what's going on with you?
A proper American production. I'm good, man. I was like banging around in my head. I've been doing a lot of like head down kind of boring work for work, dealing with contracts and then just like helping out the team and scooping ice cream and serving tables and all the
you were banging around in your head.
Yeah, I've been sort of playing out different sexual fantasies.
This is how you intro most of the shows, right? You kind of
oh yeah, every time. But I saw Never Swim Alone, production from Friends of Our Snakeskin Jacket, featuring tons of people who've been on the show, Carrie Woloshin and Jesse Bergen. But yeah, Never Swim Alone by Daniel McIver was put on. Our friends did an independent production, sort of, and it was lovely. It's nice to see a show. An independently produced piece of theater in the city, which you may not know this, Sarah-Lou, but Winnipeg has like a pretty vibrant theater scene. But because our population is so small, the independent
not that
theater
small.
scene,
I bet it's like the same size as Manchester. How many people are in Manchester?
Really?
I should look that up. Okay.
Well, I think you're way off.
It's a mid-sized city. No, Winnipeg. The UK is small.
Okay, Manchester's. Oh, well,
you're looking this up?
Entirely right. You're entirely right. Yeah, Manchester. Well, according to it's like Manchester's population is over 589,000. Winnipeg's population is higher. It's 800,000, 836,000 to be exact.
It's almost 1 million people. Kevin, don't call it a small town just because Kim says that all the time.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I guess what I mean is our independent theater scene, which exists actually quite vibrantly. Productions that are, I guess there's a lot of original work, which I think is a good thing and should be happening. But I have a penchant, and I don't have a penchant. I'm attracted to theater that is established and scripted and written in other places as a producer, and it doesn't get produced that often here. And there's a lot less money to produce, like a lot less grant money to produce shows like that. And I know how much this show means to the people who put it on. So I was excited to be able to like see it happen. And notably, just Jesse, who's our friend and collaborator. He's an improviser who works with us here in Winnipeg, Sarah-Lou. Jesse is a very, very funny performer and a very good comedian and a talented improviser. But this role was like, I mean, there's lots of funny moments in the show, but this was like a much more like serious kind of stripe for Jesse. And I mean, I've acted with Jesse in other shows where there's been dramatic takes on the characters, but this was like a really meaty kind of role for him to dive into and take in. And it was just really nice to watch, to see that side of Jesse as a performer. So that was really cool. And it was fun. Anyway, that's a very like inside baseball, people and people, a personal story. But that's the thing that stuck out to me this week. So yeah.
Yeah. Jesse
and he doesn't listen to the fucking podcast, so he's never going to hear this. So yeah.
Well, yeah. Sarah-Lou, how do you feel about getting into our first segment?
I would love that.
Okay. Yeah, we're going to spin our wheels.
What do we got?
Move it, move it. Participants must look up fancy houses in their area. So we are going to maybe independently quickly do a Google search on a Zillow or Redfin or whatever it is, and see what's a like really nice place near us that we could show off to the gang.
Oh, here we go. I can set like a minimum price.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna raise that huge.
Well, on our property values, I imagine property in Manchester is probably going to be the most expensive, right? Or maybe Chicago.
I don't know. We moved here because we could afford it. I lived in London for 26 years, and but I do have a real penchant for property porn, of looking up, when you walk past somewhere and looking it up and seeing if you can guess how expensive it is. So I'm putting mine into Rightmove right now, although it wants me to create an account. So
I'm going to do more than $1 million as a baseline, which in Chicago isn't that crazy, unfortunately, but I'm going to see some multi-million-dollar homes. I've got a 3.5 mil place that is in my zip code, so I can show this off first if
3.5 million. Yeah, I think you might have to, because I found oh, here we go. I found a pretty nice place we'll take a look at together that genuinely looks like it should be AI generated.
This is a 6-bed, 7-bath, 5,600 square foot mansion that they call a single family residence.
Single family,
I would say
residence.
Good luck. But yeah, can we see? I would like some more pictures. I'm not sure if I can get anything besides the front here.
I don't know how Zillow works. I've never looked at it before.
It does come with a wine room, a wet bar, a wood fireplace, and a gas fireplace, as well as a corner lot. So let's see where.
There's no way they would bury the photos this far down, right?
It seems odd, but yeah, to try to sell this place without photos is.
I mean, it's just because they want you to book a tour, I guess.
I guess.
If you're properly interested. I mean, firstly, I guess this is mostly real estate agents who are probably looking at a listing like this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So this isn't the most interesting thing. And to be clear, most of our segments are sort of flops in this way. But
what is a wet room? I'm sorry. Is that just a room that is like a bathroom that you can shower without a screen?
Oh,
I think a wet. Oh, that would be great. But bar, I think
is that like
a wet room?
Does that mean that they sell like pangolin in the house? Like, or is that a wet market?
That's a wet market. That's a wet market.
Yeah.
A wet bar is like a bar that's plumbed. It's a bar that has access to running water, like so that you can use, like a dry bar would just be like a built bar. Like a physical counter, essentially, whereas a wet bar would mean that it has access to a sink.
I'm just going to pull up one other house just to get some actual pictures. This is a pretty nice.
It's a tap.
This is where the photos are.
Sorry,
I think so. You're saying it's a wet bar is a tap.
I feel like I need to do a currency converter because I have no idea.
Yeah, well, I mean, this is American, so yeah, that
would probably be like, 900,000 pounds, something like that. I don't know the exact conversion rate, but a little less than this.
I mean, in Manchester, you could get several houses for that money.
Yeah. Nobody can own a house in Chicago, basically.
This is 90. This is, oh, wait, this is
I want to find the wet bar, but I guess this is a different place that doesn't have one. But it does have lots of light. Look at those hardwood floors. I guess the listeners can't see any of this, so I'm looking at a 3-bed, 2-bath.
I mean, yeah, sorry. I was trying to do a currency conversion, but my shit is fucked.
It's got a nice.
Have you ever thought about
Yeah.
merging your podcast with a sort of estate agent kind of like you could get commission on some of these?
We could
there's a
advertise some homes in the area, and then people would listen and also be buying. The problem is you sort of want people to listen every week. And once you find your home, what would be the incentive to continue to tune in?
Yeah. Whereas currently our listeners have zero incentive at all.
Zero incentive. Yeah. So I guess having one, even just to listen once, would be a huge upgrade from.
This is the $5.8 million Canadian home at 42. Well, I don't care. I guess I can dox. It's not my fucking house. 42 Devonport Boulevard.
Doxing if it's listed as a for sale.
Yeah, I was gonna say it's literally so beautiful, beautiful photos here. Like this, I was saying this looks like it could be AI generated, right? Like, what a like this is the backyard. Like, look at this thing. It's gorgeous.
Yeah.
It looks like you would shoot a movie here. Like,
yeah, this is the house the kid from Honora lives in.
Look at that entranceway. Like you're walking into this place. All this natural.
It literally
light.
looks exactly like the house from maybe I'm misremembering, but it really.
What is Honora?
It was one of the. Didn't it win Best Picture like a year or two ago? It's the Sean Baker movie who did Florida Project. It was the one that Mikey Madison got a lot of attention for. The sort of Russian kid who starts dating.
It's a Brooklyn. That's a $30 million Brooklyn mansion.
Yeah.
Yeah. This is an interesting stuff. What do we think about this like style of countertop? This sort of huge, let me cut it out from a piece of granite, like big square. Are we into this?
Pretty nice. It's
a
little weird, maybe. It doesn't quite fit with the rest of the kitchen for me, but it's nice having those granite countertops, you know.
Yeah, this has now become a real estate review. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking, right? Like you know, it's not quite that. Like there's a lot of warm lighting going on, but there's a lot of in contrast to this. I do like the ceiling over this thing here. This is fun. It's like a wood paneled ceiling, thatched.
Yeah, I don't like the hard edges. I'm always knocking myself on the side of things. It looks very.
That's true.
Oh, are you clumsy that way?
I'm trying so hard not to think about serial killers after our early comment.
No, please,
but all I'm seeing is I'm just seeing potential for blood everywhere because it's too white and too clean and too shiny.
Genuinely, this morning I woke up and went on a small like YouTube binge of scenes from the TV show Hannibal with Mads Mikkelsen and Hugh Dancy.
This morning you got up bright and early to watch death scenes from Hannibal. Like with your coffee and everything.
I'd recently, not recently, over the pandemic, I think I watched that show, which is actually like a pretty decent kind of schlocky thriller, with some fun writing. But I can't remember what it was now. I saw something on Reddit where somebody had suggested that one of the actors from that show who played Mason Vergis in the second season should come back and play a character in the new Batman universe. And when I looked up that actor had been recently like canceled and arrested for like really horrible stuff. So it was like, I don't think that's happening. Like, look at this bathroom is a serial killer's bathroom. Like this bathroom,
it's too easy to clean blood off these surfaces. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
There wouldn't be stains on anything.
Yeah.
Sarah-Lou, are you the kind of person who looks up stuff on Zillow or like likes to just see like, because one thing I've heard about England at real estate is you can sometimes find just like in an obscure part of the UK, just like a castle that you could theoretically own for not that much. And I have some friends that are interested in looking that stuff up all the time.
Yeah, you can find kind of weird shepherd's huts and old libraries that have been turned into dangerous. I mean, I don't know if I can share this with you, but I'm looking at a semi-detached old
function on our on our thing if you want.
This will be fun for everyone to listen to.
Yeah,
That
don't
looks
worry.
like it could be a
Technical
screen.
issues. Fans of technical issues are ones who listen. Like that's our show. If you like our show, you like listening
behind
to
the curtain. Like it's these moments that really feel like we're being genuine, we're being ourselves, and like so much of the show is just getting that personal touch. So like figuring out, how do I share my screen? Is there audio sharing? Is there not? Like people love that's the that's what
people are into here.
That little plus button at the bottom of StreamYard that you can then select which window you want in the Chrome.
I thought I was in it here because I'm in the Chrome, because I don't use Chrome normally, and now you've got me in Chrome, and it's asking me to sign into all sorts of things, which is
I'm so sorry.
No, it's okay. I mean, it's time
we should
that
actually
I grew
update
up
their email, because StreamYard now supports other browsers as well.
Thank you, StreamYard.
Yeah, that's an ad that they get for me paying them fucking whatever it is a month to do this show.
While you're trying to figure it out, I just noticed there's a loose pill on the counter.
What the hell?
My fiance seems to have taken half of a Tylenol PM and just left the other half sitting here on the desk.
Well, pop that thing in, T, and see what happens by the end of the episode.
Drowsy. Get fun with it.
Are you seeing my property?
I'm not seeing it yet.
No.
That's a shame. It says at the top. It says at the top, would you like to continue sharing
maybe
this? And I'm
press
like, yeah.
the share button if there is one.
I've done. Let me do that again. Share again. Share. Properties for Manchester. Share.
Oh, wait,
here we go.
Here it is.
Yeah, now we can choose to add it to the thing here. It might show up here and just.
This is my.
There it is.
This is my 2,750,000 here. It actually took me a while to find something that could be.
Oh my goodness!
Shared. There you are. That's like some kind of crazy old.
Gorgeous.
Whoa.
And it has a swimming pool.
Yeah.
It's only got 2 bathrooms.
What? That's pretty
That's insane. That's
6
crazy.
bedrooms, 2 bathrooms. That sucks.
I am trying to scroll down. I think I mean, that's very pretty, isn't it? Who needs an egg chair in there?
Yeah.
Look at that. Well, this is also potentially.
If from what I saw briefly, like on the outside, it looks sort of very old and it has this like beautiful character, but then the inside's quite modern in a way that almost doesn't fit with what I would have expected.
What the hell?
That's quite nice. Are you seeing the living room here? Nice. Oh, look at that window. And the window is beautiful, the stained glass.
I really like sort of the more. It's interesting because it's not really my style. I'm a much more like modern person. Like I ripped on it, but I do actually like. But like I do like the more. Oh my fucking god!
No, the sofa is wrong.
Looks like someone was killed here. Yeah. What?
And they smudged the edges.
The look at the drum. Blood on it.
Look at the drum kit. The drum kit in the corner. We know these people. Can you work out what we had? We had a show here called Look Through the Keyhole. Did you have that?
No.
So Look Through the Keyhole was every week there would be a celebrity and you got to go into their house and the guests had to guess who lives in a house like this.
Oh, that's fun.
And the more fun was seeing how much of their lives they'd obviously tried to hide so you wouldn't find out what they were really like. But these people knew, they wanted you to see the drum kit for sure.
Yeah.
This house is there's so much going, like every other room feels like an entirely different house. Like there's so scattershot.
South Park. Wait, go back to the South Park pinball machine.
What are we doing?
We have Hartman has been located
with a horrific couch.
Oh my goodness.
Yes, they have a pool table and a South Park pinball machine. This is incredible.
Of Eric Cartman in this.
This is what I think a wet room is, the one we're looking at now.
Right. It's a walk-in shower. It's got a drain in the floor. It's blood red, like a lot of the things in this place.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. Yeah. And they really love that bath, don't they? They're obsessed with that bath.
A lot of photos of the bath. Yeah.
Yeah.
Look,
there is something about living. I know that we're joking, but there is something about living in like a nice mansion that feels like you're more likely to get murdered in it in a way. Like that people would see it. They would think you have a lot of stuff to steal, and so they'd come kill you or tie you up or something and take the Cartman machine.
You get the carbon machine. It's a pinball machine.
Yeah.
Okay.
But I will say, like, when I so I have a relatively, I'm fortunate enough to have a relatively large home in Winnipeg. I have upstairs, I've got technically 3 bedrooms, 2 bathrooms. I've got a bathroom downstairs and then a bedroom that I've converted into a recording studio in the basement. So it's in a nice area and it's kind of out of the way. I don't love living out here. I think the house is too big. It's too much space. We will probably move in the next few years. But if something happens where, like, I leave the front door open by accident, the garage is left open and that has access to the house, or something like that, where I'm nervous that somebody may have intruded into the home, I have to check so many goddamn places because the house is just so large that if somebody were to come in here and hide in here, it's completely plausible that someone could live in this house and I could not know. And that they could, like, secretly, and every now and then I don't know if you guys have ever seen that stuff online where there's, like, somebody who's, like, secretly living in someone's house. That shit scares the shit out of me. Like,
you
I would hate to be able to provide for someone else's rent and someone else's resources. That's the thing that scares me, is that I would sort of be a landlord unwillingly.
Yeah.
It could be a very generous offering. Do you know the Gilbert and Sullivan musical Cotton Box?
No,
I don't.
It's not like recent pop culture reference, obviously, but it's the story of 2 men that don't realize they're living in the same apartment until they clash in the middle.
That's pretty fun.
That's fun.
I mean, it would be fun as long as you didn't, meet each other.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Would
Kevin,
you change the sheets?
Yeah.
Just they're fully living in this. Oh, I see. They're, like, on alternate schedules. Oh, that's fun. Yeah, that's fun. I thought it was like,
because once they've lived in there long enough, they get squatters' rights, and then it sort of is their home in a way. Isn't that sort of the sneaky legality of the whole thing?
Well, if you're renting it, though.
No, but if someone's just in there long enough, don't they get some kind of legal ownership?
Do you think that if you continue to rent your apartment, eventually you'll own your apartment?
No, not rent. I mean, if someone is hiding in your apartment as a squatter, that they then can't, at a certain point, cannot be evicted. Isn't that? Maybe I'm wrong.
Yeah, that isn't the premise of this musical, though.
No, I was just yeah, I know. But you were saying if someone was hiding secretly, I was just going back.
Oh, yeah. Yes,
why don't we know how to fucking talk to each other? Like, we've done 150 episodes. We don't understand what the other person is saying ever. Like, every conversation feels this way. It's like there's nothing that works about this.
And when we offline, it's even worse.
I've been trying not to listen so I could think of one fucking Cartman quote that would, like, get us to a break, because we have to get to Sarah-Lou's segment. It's 33 minutes in. I can't think of one thing that Cartman fucking says that would apply here. Like, screw you guys, I'm going home doesn't make sense if he's already...
Hey, Josh, do you like drinks?
Hey, Rob, I love drinks.
Oh, my gosh, would you like having a good time?
I love having a good time.
Then, dude, you got to check out Poppin' Bottles.
What? A comedic podcast about our favorite beverages?
Absolutely. Every week we have a guest on where they talk about their favorite beverage. And then we do a whole bunch of segments. You like segments, right?
Oh, if I'm not eating an orange by segments, then I'm not enjoying it.
What about games? You like dumb games?
I love the dumber the game, the more I enjoy it.
Then you got to check out Poppin' Bottles. Available wherever you find podcasts.
How come we don't have, like, jazzy little music like they do?
We don't have anything like they do. Sarah-Lou, it's time for your segment. You sent us something that we have both acquired. So please tell us what we're doing.
I mean, when I originally conceived of this, I did not imagine we would spend 25 minutes looking at property together that the audience cannot see. So, I mean, this may be...
Hey, let's do it.
I've got emergency break glass Bob Ross Oracle cards as well. So if we really run aground, we're okay. So do you know the game?
You get up and go leave to get something during the break.
Do you know the game Guess Who? The classic
yes,
Guess Who game.
absolutely.
Yeah,
well,
of course.
my husband reminded me that one of the ways I wooed him was by the game of psychological profile Guess Who. So for those who don't know, Guess Who is normally, it's really about unconscious bias, this game, but it's sold as a fun guessing game for kids.
Right.
And, you know, normally you look at some cards and you say, is this person in a hat? Does this person have a face? That kind of thing. Well, with psychological profile Guess Who, it's the same construct, except the questions you ask cannot be directly about the way they look. They have to be about the way you imagine they are as a person. So you might say, would I trust this person to walk my dog? And I have found that some of the faces lend themselves equally to kind of godbotherers and porn stars. There's a kind of euphoric look in the eye. And so because you two know each other so well, I have played with this with people, and they've got down to the right people. So I've given you a slightly reduced number. And maybe for those people at home, we could share one of them so you can see.
Yeah, so they at least can see on the YouTube.
Okay, so should I like close my eyes or something while you share yours, T?
Well, no, I won't show who I've selected. Well, I guess we could do that.
You can show.
I'm just looking away from the screen right now.
So these are the faces that we've got to go with. And I had somebody in mind, but I'm also really happy for you to just pick, because it might be quite funny if you get the same person. So you're going to pick one of those, and then you get to ask each other questions. And you're not allowed to ask anything like, are they in a hat? It has to be really your impression of them. And it is amazing the kind of strange views that you discover about the people you know. Like, you know, I'm sure you're going to do great at this game.
I love this idea. So I think if you want to check it out, just go to the YouTube, stop the podcast if you're listening to audio.
I mean, the other thing is now, if you're like a Spotify listener, it also has the video. I think it's just a few of the audio only podcast mediums now. So, but yeah. And where did you get these visuals from? Are these from the Guess Who game?
Yeah, so I Googled or Chromed Guess Who original lineup, because obviously it has changed over the years, but these are the original characters. They have been pimped a little bit to look more sparkly. And we're just looking at 15 of them, the best 15.
Yes,
the best 15.
Very good. Okay, I've selected my person. Kevin, are you ready?
Right. And Sarah-Lou, you didn't want to suggest one for us. You wanted us to select one?
I'm very happy for you to select, because then I can play along and see if I can guess, given that I don't know you both. I will also try. And obviously, ideally, once you've decided it isn't that person, you cross them out. And I think let's give you like 3 guesses if you want to actually see.
And we're each looking at our, like, I'm not looking at your, I'm not, I've put
no. I have a separate one. I'm going to be crossing out and eliminating people from a separate one that you can't see.
I see. Okay.
Based on the questions
so
we get.
And are we each looking at the same PNG?
Yeah. So you've got the same people. So if you pick one that's going to be yours, that Thomas is going to guess. But you also want to cross them out once you've. It's a much more complicated game than
I think you made it very clear. Kevin has a thing about I don't know. I guess listening. But. No, you just have a thing about not liking to listen, and so we will work with that. But Kevin, have you chosen your person?
I have.
Okay.
I have.
Wonderful.
Yeah.
So, Sarah, I want you to participate, Sarah-Lou. So I wonder if you begin by asking a question of us. Is that possible? And we can give an answer?
Yeah, why not? Okay. If you found a wallet in the street, this person found a wallet in the street with $100 in it, would they keep the money, or would they? In fact, what would they do with the money? That's a more fun question. What would they do with the money?
Would they do with it?
Yeah.
This could give a lot away. So I'm a little nervous to answer this question.
It should really be a yes/no question. Actually, I'm being unkind here. Shall I give you a yes/no? Would be better.
Sure. Yeah. Maybe would they keep it or not?
Yeah. Okay. Would they keep the money?
I would say my person, yes, is keeping that money.
They would keep the money. Okay.
Interesting. I would say my person is not keeping the money.
Okay. I realize I've got to write this down for both of you. This is okay.
Oh,
So
yeah.
Kevin's people are not keeping the money. Okay, I have to.
Do you want us to like keep track of our own answers? We could do that.
You could. That might be quite fun. Kevin's people are not keeping the money. That means Kevin's people are trustworthy.
Yeah, I'm
Or maybe the
eliminating the
opposite.
people I consider the least trustworthy from consideration here.
I mean,
and I'm sort of doing the opposite. Who looks the most trustworthy?
they all look like TV evangelists if you stare too hard.
Yeah, they really do. And like honestly, one of them looks a lot like previous podcast guest Dave Morris.
I think one of them looks like Ted Lasso, definitely.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We know who we're
100%.
talking about, right? Yeah.
100%.
Okay,
So
Kevin.
you said they're keeping the money, yeah?
I think they would keep the money, yes.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay.
So now one of you two has to come up with a question for each other, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, Kevin. Or you can go if you have one.
Do you think this person was popular in high school? Or would be if they are if they're not of
I'm gonna go ahead and say yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. This person was popular in high school. They're keeping the money. That's interesting. That's interesting.
Oh, wow.
I'm gonna say no. I'm gonna say certainly no.
For yours, you're answering your own question.
You can
not
do that.
Oh, sorry.
But I think we're allowed to change the rules. It will certainly get us through to the denouement quicker.
Yes. Okay.
So Kevin, your person is trustworthy and they were not popular in school.
That's right.
Interesting.
Okay.
I'm trying to think who looks like they wouldn't have been popular.
Yeah, I mean, what does that? I mean, I guess that's just like sort of conventionally attractive, right? Like that's kind of what I assume.
Yeah, but for me, I assume the more attractive you are, the more likely you are to give back the money. So this is a bit of a contradiction for me. That hot people are ethical and ugly people are evil is kind of my rule of thumb.
Yeah, that's interesting that you would say that. Yeah.
Okay. Interesting. I'm a little concerned about some of my eliminations now. Popular in high school. Okay.
Mine was not. Again, I'm saying mine was not.
I know. Not popular, but ethical.
Yeah.
Okay. Kevin.
Yeah.
Would you trust this person to babysit your kids?
No.
Okay.
Oh, wow. That's interesting. So they're trustworthy with money, but not with kids. Yeah.
It doesn't feel good, but the answer is no. Yeah.
The answer is no.
Do we need to know anything about your kids, particularly at this stage?
I don't have any. So
you're fictional kids.
But I assume they were hypothetical. If we were talking about my cats, the answer would be potentially yes.
Okay, maybe a cat person, but not a kid person.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm kind of particular about people I look after my stuff. I think, I guess that's normal. You should be, right? Like, I feel like, you should probably be a little particular about those things.
So I have a question for you, both of you. If someone came to the door selling fresh pasta, even if they didn't need the pasta, because they're would they buy the pasta? It's someone who's been in prison, they've come in, they've turned it around, they made the pasta themselves, and like they give you a free taste and everything. It's really expensive, but it is door to door.
Yeah. It's a little tagliatelle coming by.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say my person would not buy the pasta.
Okay.
I think my person's buying the pasta. You're saying your person would not buy the pasta? That's doing some serious eliminations for me. That's making some moves here. And think about this at home. If you're at home, are you the type of person that would buy the pasta? You know? You're saying they wouldn't, right, T-Bone?
Yeah, I don't think my person's buying that.
Okay.
Yeah,
go ahead.
Kevin, does your person have some problematic views of kind of different cultures?
Yeah, interesting. I'm going to say no.
Okay.
No, they do not.
That's knocking
they do
out
not.
some for me, for sure. There's some people
they
that
carry-
so clearly
yeah.
do on this
Oh,
page.
yeah. Oh,
You know,
yeah.
I just-
There's some people that really, it's pretty obvious which ones are sort of nationalist, which ones are sort of, yeah.
Mhm.
Would do you think your person does it seem like they have a 9 to 5, like a
No.
like a full-time regular 9 to 5?
No way.
Okay, no way, Jose.
And are you able to answer that question yourself about your own person?
Oh yeah, I can. Oh, that's a hard one. I think like probably. Probably.
I feel like I want to get close to it. I'm going to go for a guess.
Go for a guess.
For Mr. T. Is your person, is it Frank?
It is Frank. Congratulations. You have successfully identified. I guess picking like the youngest looking one made it a bit of a hard one but popular in high school and still in high school.
But wouldn't buy the pasta.
Doesn't have pasta money.
Can I tell you that the only two people I wrote down from the first question was Daniel and Frank. And they're quite different. But I got Frank 2 rounds ago, but I wanted to be sure.
Wow, that's impressive.
That's really good.
I had
Great job.
crossed off Frank when you said he wouldn't buy the pasta because I thought he would because he looked like a sweet
afford
kid.
it. He couldn't
I just don't
afford
think
it.
he has the money. Yeah.
I mean, that's very fair. Yeah, Frank, for the listeners, is a young kid with a sort of messy black hair and in a multicolored baseball cap,
or a backwards cap.
Yeah.
Now, Kevin, I really don't have a guess for you yet. I could throw a dart at the wall, but I have like several people it could be, and I'm not even confident about those.
Let's ask him some more questions. I do. Yeah, I've got two people. I've got two people in mind for you. But shall we try another question, maybe?
Yeah,
please.
I got to try and work out what's the difference between these two people. Okay. In, you know what I mean, like parties where you throw your car keys into a bowl.
Yeah.
In this
I know what those are like.
in this scenario, is this person driving home in a vehicle that doesn't belong to them?
Oh my goodness. No, I don't think so.
I sort of am getting the impression you chose a fairly trustworthy, normal person, because a lot of these answers, they're doing a relatively reasonable thing, which makes it a little harder. They don't have any particular freakish qualities.
I thought the person I chose was unique and interesting.
Well, just that a lot of these ethical questions, they're doing the right thing. They seem kind of like a good person.
I mean, that doesn't make you uninteresting.
That's true. I'm just saying.
Yeah. As in your worldview, it makes you not hot.
Well, yeah, they're definitely not a hottie. Okay, Kevin. Let's suppose. Well, yeah, but you don't trust them with like your precious relationships and stuff. So does this person like obscure film? Are they like a film buff?
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
I have a guess. Is it Roger?
No.
Okay.
But no.
Crap.
You see, I didn't.
Roger has a twirly mustache and a goatee and is bald-headed and slightly darker of skin than some of the other ones. Yeah, for the listeners.
I have been torn between two people, but your answer to that last question has really thrown me a curveball. So I've been wafting between Anne and Sarah for some time. But Sarah to me looks like she has to make way too much effort for a social life. Like she should be one of those people that goes into the photo booth and has all of the hats and flamingos, and she's got a lot. She needs to try. I think Anne has a quiet sexual energy about her that people think she's going librarian, but actually she's and she's
I
got
think,
a slow.
yeah, I agree.
She's an emancipated woman.
There's something burning underneath Anne. But if I may,
Yeah.
you're not in the right wheelhouse. Neither of those two were my people.
May I throw out a
Yeah.
second guess, Kevin?
Yes, my man.
Is it Philippe?
No, although I did ponder on Philippe for a long moment.
I feel like those are the two that have the film buff facial hair to me.
You said obscure film.
Yeah, but like that they have the look of someone that you'd find at an art house
Yes.
theater. Now there's one more person maybe, but those were the two that jumped out at me for that.
I mean, Marie is trying way too hard with that beret.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
I mean,
yeah, she is. Yeah,
they were popular. Can we run through? So if they're popular at school, you would trust them with your cats, but not your children.
I said they were not popular in school.
Oh, they were not
popular.
Yeah, not popular in school.
Yeah, I feel like Maria and Daniel are lingering on my, like, as people that it could be, though I don't think Daniel looks trustworthy at all. Like, kind of a terrifying figure, but then the film look kind of applies for Daniel. So maybe it is Maria.
Is that a guess?
Would you?
I only have one more guess. I let's throw out Maria.
Would you like to know the answer?
Yeah,
I suppose so. It was Herman.
Herman.
I'm like,
you trust him with your cats? What on earth? You love your cats. Herman.
He seems like kind of like he's got like a what's the big guy from Mice and Men going on?
You know what happens in Mice and Men specifically with animals, Kevin? You would trust him. You would trust him to pet your cats to death.
Very. Yeah, he's got heavy hands, Herman. Definitely. I think a good heart. He wears one of those big cable knit jumpers. And
yeah, I think he's a good guy. I think he's gentle.
I think you answered that like I think you fudged your answers to win.
No!
Congratulations. You trust Lenny from Of Mice and Men to take care of your cat. Wow.
I forgot that.
That's the one thing.
I know. Okay, I forgot. I was just thinking of like body type characters.
Oh my goodness. Well, another game won at great personal expense by Kevin.
Oh my goodness!
Thank you so much, Sarah-Lou. That was very fun.
Oh, that was hard. We didn't.
I
guess we don't know each other the way we thought we did. Hey,
I eliminated Herman almost instantly. I was like, he's such a type.
I'm gobsmacked. I got Frank. I'm feeling very.
That was really good. Really good.
Crazy. Frank
is gonna keep. It's gonna keep, and we didn't even have to break out Bob Ross Oracle. So you know.
No, we did it. We made it through. Oh my goodness!
Thank you for playing.
Well done. Thank you so much for the segment
that you would like to plug. That's coming up. This is going to come out in a week.
Oh, I'm not doing anything on your side of the globe, sadly. But
no, I mean there are listeners all over. There's like one listener in every continent.
Oh well, listen for the people in Ireland, the continent of Ireland. I'm actually taking a break. I've been touring An Evening Without Kate Bush, which is a crazy musical clown show thing. And I'm off to do Panto, the very British Panto. I'm off to be King Rat in Dick Whittington, which I love.
Oh.
Panto is the perfect fusion of improv, variety, vaudeville, cabaret, theater, all of it. And I get to be evil. As I turn 50, I've started to get cast as evil people. And I feel like I'm entering my crone. Very, I bring on the crone. And I get some little children. Era. Yeah, I get some ratlings, some little kids to.
That's awesome.
To manipulate.
I've seen Dick Whittington years and years ago. Panto is so. It's like it's so nostalgic for me. I love it.
Where did you see it?
So often. Well, my mom is from York, so we would spend a lot of time in York at the York Theater. The York, I think it's the York Royal. I want to say.
Royal.
Theater Royal, yeah. So that's where I've seen a number of pantos. So yeah,
and they're good.
Man, what a
they're really good there.
Yeah, very rare over in, at least in Canada, North America, very rare to see a panto. I think actually, this might spoil. Well, it doesn't matter. My mom listens to the show. I know she does. But I think there might be a panto going on in Winnipeg that some independent theater company is putting on that I'm going to go look into getting us tickets to. Actually, this just reminded me of that. But yeah, that's so fun that you're doing that.
And they have been popping up. I have a friend who does a panto in San Francisco every year, and it's got bigger budget than we have. It's amazing. And
wow.
I think where there's a little English influence anywhere, have they ever had it at the Vascona in Edmonton? I feel like they should have done panto there. I want to cast. Maybe. You know Belinda, don't you? Belinda Cornish.
Not by name, but I'm also the least out of the Winnipeggers that you met, out of the Canadians that you met during that show, I'm the least well-traveled and networked in that way. I know a lot of people in my city, but I know
York.
No one. And York and Toronto. And I know through this podcast, I know a ton of comedians in Chicago and like ones that Thomas has met scattered throughout the world because he did some comedy in the UK for a while and stuff. So, but yeah, it's so no, I don't know who Belinda is, but you said you want to cast Belinda in a panto in Edmonton.
Yeah, she would be my evil queen. She's wonderful. She's an English performer who's come to Edmonton, married another wonderful improviser, Mark Meir, and we do these crazy 50-hour nonstop stay awake improvathon. So that's also we're doing that next year, and the setting is this place called Pleasantsville, which is kind of like Stranger Things. So I think I'm bringing Bob Ross into that. I feel
that'll be great. That'll be great.
Can get people to fully fall asleep with a good Bob Ross in a 50-hour improvathon.
I have wanted to do an improvathon for a long time, and so Club Soda's been talking about trying to put one together in Winnipeg. I want to do
goodness.
Like we haven't ever done one. Yeah. Do it.
Well, Paul Foxcroft and I were talking about trying to set one up in Manchester, and I think the ultimate time, 33 hours, is the dream time, because 50 is great, but you don't get twice the joy. You get twice the pain, and then the hysteria. But 33 hours, we should come over. We'll do it in Manchester, in the rainiest city in the world.
I had such fun playing with you guys when I did come out that I do want to come back as soon as possible. So
we love
Steve and Katie and I are trying hard to make that happen. We'll see. But yeah, that was a blast. So yeah, there's that. If you're in Winnipeg, this is coming out. Oh no, Club Soda will have just done that show. So the November 28th show will have already passed. But you can check out Club Soda Improv in Winnipeg because we've got a show coming up on December 27th at the Gas Station Arts Center. It's a holiday show. We don't know exactly what we're doing yet, and it's very likely you'll see Thomas in it, you'll see Kim in it, and you'll see Luke in it. Very likely. I might be making promises I can't keep. I don't know, but that doesn't matter. So check that out. By now, it's possible the tickets are on sale, and the links in the description. If not, follow Club Soda Improv on social media, and you'll get those there. Check out what we do in the basement. It's Thomas and I's Let's Play D&D podcast. It's a blast. It's a good time. We are coming up. I'm just in the middle of editing episode, I want to say 87 of our hopefully 100 episode campaign. So that's on its way out. And we have a holiday episode, I think, we're trying to schedule and trying to figure out. So that should be coming out soon. That will have Thomas in it. Yeah, that's that. T, what do you got to plug?
Hello, I have to plug this Trigger Happy Improv at the Annoyance Theater every Saturday. I'm also in some sketch groups. Motorcycle Rocketship has a show coming up at the December 20th. And we're doing some photo shoots and stuff. And then my friend Adam and I are in a Blueprint lab cast, which is called First Draft. You can see us every Thursday at the IO Chicago.
Booyah. Thank you so much, Sarah-Lou, for doing this show with us here. And I thought I'd just kind of end this episode with a quote. Never regret yesterday. Life is in you today, and you make your tomorrow. And that's by L. Ron Hubbard.
Sounds so close to something.